We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Giants baseball is next. Jesus Cardenas gets the start for San Francisco in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
The next Cub up, Adam Greenberg, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it in is Bogaerts, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So digging in now, Pete Armstrong. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cardenas has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses. This is lifted out to left. Arnold is right there, and there's the second out of the inning.
Batting first, the shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. J.C. Embry batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Pitch on the way.
1-0.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
All even now, 2-2. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Right side. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Alex Happ, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Into the box, Raul Mendoza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Raul Mendoza.
Now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here it comes. Reggie Rivas comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Another 1-2 delivery. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
2 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Hit high and deep to left field. Racing back the left fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
And that'll bring up Nick Livingston, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. They'll start things here at 3:16. 11 home runs and 65 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Here's the 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Skied into very shallow right. Santiago is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Giants off to a good start. Bye-bye, baby. It's a solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's 1-0 San Francisco. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Freddie Santiago. First offering on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0 home is a ball down and away. Santiago, switch hitter, and he is considered among the best. He's got a solid swing from both sides, and at least in terms of making contact, there isn't a big drop-off against a righty or a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, Matty, I think a lot has to do with the fact that this guy plays with the big part of the field. He is not pot committed to pulling the baseball or going the other way. He stays through the middle of the field. He keeps everything working towards the big part, and it serves him well from both sides of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Yeah, full count.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
That is it. The first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Digging in, Ryan Buckner. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, hitless in 4 tries in the ballgame yesterday. First pitch on its way. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. Now a hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Ben Zobrist is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
The 1-0 home is high and outside for a ball.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Next to bat for the Giants, Adrian Manuel. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Adrian Manuel.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey!
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jamie Ortiz comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
1 out, nobody on. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
At the plate, Lorenzo Montoya, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 home.
Nope, that's the ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Line drive, base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Xander Bogaerts is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
Nope.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
1-1.
From the belt, kicks and deals. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike.
Down to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now at the plate, Jesus Cardenas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Popped him up. Kipnis shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate now, Alex Happ, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit toward the right side. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Standing in, Adam Greenberg. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Bends down and he barehands it. It's there. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Raul Mendoza. First pitch on its way. To short. And that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Striding in once again, Reggie Rivas, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Joseph Arnold.
Ready for another chance. Joseph Arnold. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Giants 1 and the Cubs nothing. All set for the start of the 4th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Pete Armstrong. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
J.C. Embry is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, back inside.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Into the box, Freddie Santiago. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Embry aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. Montoya is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
So in now for Chicago, Ryan Buckner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0 home. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Embry is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Now batting, second base.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Still only 1 out in the inning. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
And this one's in the dirt. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cubs lead it 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Nick Livingston.
Nick Livingston.
First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now the 1-0. And there's a base hit on the line.
The first baseman, number 23, Adrian Manuel.
So now to the plate, Adrian Manuel, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. '50th pitch of the game on its way.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
No, that's down.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Count remains full. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jamie Ortiz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher.
Next up, 2-2.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Digging in to try it again, Lorenzo Montoya. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. First offering on its way. In the air, out to right. Santiago is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Will, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
In now, Jesus Cardenas. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The set and the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The set and the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Here's the 2-1. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Raul Mendoza stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Too high, and it's 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two out, bases loaded. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Ready once again, Reggie Rivas. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
In these situations, I used to tell myself all the time, just get the runner in from third. It seemed to take the pressure off a little bit.
Here's the 2-0. 2-1 now.
Count 2-1.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning.
That's ball
3 balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Pulled toward right center field. Greenberg is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Giants on top, 3-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Ben Zobrist. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Montoya in foul ground. And this will land foul. The 0-1 on its way. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Nope.
And he won't go after the cut fastball, 2-2. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Ryan.
Into the box now, Jimmy Grimes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Look out, 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Number 16, Alex Sack.
Stepping in, Alex Happ. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Well,
And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Happ has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base hit.
To the plate now, Adam Greenberg. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Swinging a soft liner, barehanded at his knees. It's in time. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. San Francisco leads this one 3-2. Now at the plate, Joseph Arnold.
Leading off for the Giants, the left fielder, Joseph Arnold.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Counts 1-0.
And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Scooped up, and there's 1 away.
Up next to the Giants, the right fielder, Nick Livingston.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Nick Livingston. A fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air to right field. Santiago is there, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 23, Adrian Manuel.
Now batting, Adrian Manuel. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
So striding forward now, Jamie Ortiz has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This one's down to 3rd. Zobrist has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Trey Mize takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 33, Trey Mize.
Leading off the inning, Pete Armstrong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Pete Armstrong.
Here comes the first pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Arnold comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Digging in and looking for more, J.C. Embry. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1-2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Softly hit out to short, and that'll be the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Freddie Santiago. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that. Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, got to believe that pitch is coming again right here.
1-1 the count now. Now the pitch. Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner. Into center field, line drive base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Jason Kipnis is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Julio Teheran enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 49, Julio Teheran.
Into the box now, Lorenzo Montoya.
The third baseman, Lorenzo Montoya.
First pitch on its way. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Here's the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
1 gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-1.
2-1.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Brian Metzger will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Line drive to center field, but sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The center fielder, number 10, Raul Mendoza.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Raul Mendoza. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. First offering on its way. Tehran sets. Here he comes 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. In the air now, out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Giants leave 1. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Maxwell Place is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 45, Maxwell Place.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. That's popped up. But this will land untouched. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Grimes. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Julio Teheran.
Sammy Sosa will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For Chicago, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Now a rocket deep down the line in left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Well, one thing's for certain. That makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with beginnings like this.
Ready now, Adam Greenberg. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's close.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ware. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Throw on to first for the second out, but meanwhile that all-important go-ahead run is in to score.
Armstrong.
Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong, runner in scoring position with two gone. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Cubs lead this one 4-3. Billy Palmer gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Billy Palmer.
Leading off the inning, Reggie Rivas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that is off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he will get there. He's in at third as the tying run with a leadoff triple.
When this thing left the bat, I thought he was going to break the tie by himself, but he does the next best thing, ripping the ball off the wall and coming all the way around for a triple. Now we'll wait to see if one of his teammates can bring him home.
Into the box now, Joseph Arnold, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Hit on the ground toward the left. Zobrist is able to get there, and the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
I liked that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Livingston. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. A ball and a strike now. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
So now to the plate, Adrian Manuel. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Earl Donovan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Earl Donovan.
Striding into the box, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
1-0 the count. Here it comes. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Santiago.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Standing in now, Freddie Santiago. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now the 2-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And again a throw, and the runner back. And yet another throw over, being especially careful here. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball three. Ryan Buckner will be next. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 3-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. One there on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Ryan Buckner. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Into the windup with the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Up into the arcade and out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So striding in, Jason Kipnis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jason Kipnis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fastball well outside. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Livingston is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-4 Chicago. Ronnie Wickert is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Jesse Padilla is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Jesse Padilla.
Digging in once again, Jamie Ortiz, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
The catcher, Jamie Ortiz.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
1-1. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Lorenzo Montoya is on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. Swing and a ground ball to third. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. In now, Lorenzo Montoya. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
One out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Nope. 3-0. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. And this is low, ball 1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Forkball didn't miss by a whole lot. 2-2. He's ready now. The pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Buster Posey will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Killian Melendez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 is in off the plate.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
The 3-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
To the plate now, Jimmy Grimes, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set and the 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Full count. 3 and 2. Now the payoff pitch home. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Number 12 will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he falls behind now. 2-0. Has a look. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Striding in, Adam Greenberg. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. This is hit softly to third. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Pete Armstrong is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. One and one. Outside, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here's the 2-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Grimes rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
The batter, number 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Cody Allen takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. At the plate now, Jesse Padilla, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Comes into this one at 271. 13 home runs and 31 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is in the air out to right field. Livingston will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Cubs are on top 7-4. Thomas Nicholas comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Raul Mendoza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
No balls and 1 strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Ready for another shot now, Reggie Rivas. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Nicholas, a Nevada native, is in the midst of a strong season, and the fans have taken notice. He's currently leading all National League closers in all-star votes.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher's standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Joseph Arnold, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Padilla is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Chicago pick up win number 70 to top the division. Billy Palmer wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Thomas Nicholas closes the door for the save, his 34th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.